つめる僕を見避けているけど中には大きな力希望がある Maybe I'm a little young but you don't know what I become Can't you see it in my face A demon living in disguise but you can see the killer in my eyes I've got a look you can't escape Demon
guys, welcome back to my stream, and today is the day 16 of me trying to overcome my fear of speaking English. I don't know if I just pronounce it like right, but yeah, you know what I mean. So today it should have been like a little bit different about the game we choose, or I chose for that moment, because yesterday I was saying something about, switching the game. So right like before like 5 minutes ago, I was sitting here and I was like thinking about what to play. And I have to be honest with you, since today it seems that I won't be having like over 2 hours to play. So I wasn't kind of like thinking maybe we should do something kind of smaller, or some kind of, game that wouldn't be, so like time consuming. But yeah, I like didn't find anything that would like suit this. So for today, I'm gonna go with Phasmophobia once more, and tomorrow maybe I'm gonna start something new and whole like different. So yeah, let's go. And there is like no point in wasting time. So we gonna say to everything we need to say, we gonna do it in the game. So, or in the during the gameplay. So yeah, you guys, I'm so happy to be here with you again. It's crazy, the times really fly, and yeah, it's really, really like awesome to be here with you, to be able to kind of try to speak English. I'm not going to say like to be able to speak English, because I just know that sometimes I am messing up, or I mess up really like real good. So yeah, yeah, sometimes it happened, but I have to say that I'm starting to feel that it's just part of the process, and I'm kind of like okay with it. Also, I don't feel like embarrassed anymore, which is really great thing for me. And I'm kind of like surprised that it goes real like quickly. The change in my head is like much bigger and quicker to take roots than I ever like expected to be. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go with that today, or right now. Yeah, so I have to say that I'm really like surprised that the whole process of me trying to speak English is like more easier than I would ever expected. Maybe it is just because I'm like speaking, or I'm like not saying anything like really like deep or hard, or I don't know. Maybe if I was like talking to someone, or having like conversation, it would be maybe much harder. But since I can kind of like tweak what I'm doing in my voice, with my with the things I am speaking about, or when I'm tell some story or something, maybe it's just that it's not that hard. I don't know. I don't want to like definitely kind of like downplay. I don't want to be like downplaying this whole thing, or me speaking English. But I had this kind of like prejudice. No prejudice. Prejudgment. Is that a thing? I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought that when I'm gonna try to speak English, it would be not. I don't want to say so much harder, because sometimes it is really hard for me. But I thought that maybe I will be sitting here, in a dark room, in my room and stuff. I will be here all alone, and yeah, I just, I wouldn't be talking about anything. I would be just, quiet, and I would be waiting for some kind of like input or some kind of impulse. Yeah, and that like never happened, which is really interesting to me, to be honest. And I'm quite like happy about it. So yeah. So it really is surprising to me, this kind of experiment, to be honest. Yeah, but maybe I should really try and change another, and change the game. But I have to be honest with you, I'm kind of like enjoying it. The thing about Phasmophobia is that you just, you have like few hours to play. So you're gonna play as much as you can. Gonna play as much contracts as you can. And yeah, you can change difficulties and stuff. I was kind of, thinking about playing Elden Ring today, but I have to be honest with you guys. I got scared. And I got worried that I won't be, I won't be good because I'm not good at that game. But I enjoy it greatly. But yeah, I got kind of like it seemed to me like bigger step, like much bigger than I am right now. So let me take a sip of my water. While it's still hot. So yeah, so it's when the water gets cold, when I have this hot tea, and the tea gets cold, I don't like it. Yeah. So right now I have like zero idea what the ghost is. I just have slightly idea what the ghost isn't. So, for example, I wouldn't go for demon and stuff. It definitely seems that the ghost isn't really aggressive, to be honest, right now. So, yeah. Oh, so the ghost is here, in fact, or was in here, but I don't see any, like, proofs that this is a ghost room. So I would go to the garage, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's the garage. We can see some, proof that the ghost was in here and it was like kinda doing things with its environment. Yeah, I see some cans of spray on the floor and stuff. So yeah, the ghost was throwing things, all right. And maybe we should wait a little, and see what. Yeah, I don't know if I heard. Yeah, I heard something. Not sure why, what. I'm going to probably like, turn the volume up for you guys so you'd be able to see or hear more. And the ghost is really like nice and quiet, which I don't think is Banshee, I don't think it's Phantom, Demon, Reve maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's Wraith, Yokai, and Yurei, to be honest. Yurei maybe, we'll see. Okay, so the ghost finally do something. I would definitely put the cross somewhere around here. And I am going for the salt. So we can kind of like see if Mr. Ghost in here is like, scared of the salt. I'll probably leave one pile of salt over here. And since we got no evidence, there is no point in lingering over there and waiting for the ghost to do its bidding and step into the salt. So yeah, I will probably try to... Oh, nice. So it's not Oni then. Okay. Does that mean that the ghost, moved into here? I hope not. I was trying to get some info on Phasmophobia to... I was trying to kind of get better at it. So I managed to, go across the information that when there is like some ghost event happening, for example, like this ghost spirit. Yeah, so the ghost was turning on the lights, so I'm gonna, rule out Mare. Yeah, so when the ghost is doing this spirit orb, which you just saw, it means that it does not mean that the ghost is standing from where it's like going. But if the ghost is kind of like showing itself right before you, it's like scaring you and stuff, then you can consider to be the, you know, place where the ghost is standing or was standing the minute like ago. So yeah, this is... Okay, that was... I forgot that you guys... I have discussed them. And yeah, that was definitely like really short period of hunt. And I have to be honest with you, I didn't get like a... I didn't really get like a good look at the ghost. So, hold on. Yeah, I would be probably... Yeah, I will probably, you know, make the hunts kind of like last longer to be able to kind of like, you know, see the ghost more clearly. I wouldn't go with Myling though. It was pretty slow, to be honest. It's not Dio, it's not Diane. The ghost was pretty much like invisible, right? It was like... It wasn't like really, you know... I hope it's not Mimic. We had Mimic yesterday and we didn't manage to get our, you know... sight of Ghost Orb, which was pretty bad since we didn't know it was Mimic. And yeah, but it was behaving kind of like in a similar way. So I am thinking about, you know, maybe we should just go in there and try to kind of like do something about it. Yeah, I would also go with, you know, Crucifix, since the ghost is, you know, hunting already. I left, you know, sanity monitor on. I was, you know, when I played the Phasmophobia like before, I always left the, you know, activity monitor on. But I have to be honest with you, I don't think that I've ever like managed to learn how to use it properly. You can, by this activity monitor, you can tell like many things, if you can read it right. But I've never learned how to read it right, so sometimes I was able to tell or to say, oh, okay, it's twins, and yeah, it was twins, but it could be also some kind of like coincidence, so I don't know. By the activity monitor, you can definitely like tell if the ghost is, I don't know, more active if you are in the house or if you are out of the house. If the ghost has probably like, you know, EMF 5 and stuff. But I have to be honest with you, I came to conclusion that after a few like patches and fixes, I lost the ability to tell which the ghost, you know, what the ghost is doing and how this works. So I decided to just turn it off because it has really no point for me in trying to read something I can't, for now at least. So yeah, it's, you know, it's few points for me, so why not? Yeah, so I left Sanity because I think Sanity is like really good indicator on which ghost could be like, you know, killing you right now or trying to kill you. So yeah, probably right now we see that 46% we can definitely tell, you know, that it wasn't really Thai. It you know, it isn't. Yeah, so I'm going inside the house. I'm going to bring my my photo camera, and I'm going to bring my crucifix. We are, you know, we are actually playing on a pretty high difficulty. Not to brag, just saying that we have to be more careful. Yeah. So, I didn't really think we are up against Mare. Yeah. So, we tried the salt, you know, trap, kinda. I am going to... Okay, so the ghost is standing over here. Also, if you want to tell when where the ghost is staying, the most accurate proof is, you know, the motion sensor. So I'm really I really like to, you know, kind of use it in this way. So I usually am you know, at least aware of from where the ghost hand should be going. Right, so I wouldn't go with Raichu for now. We can also try on Rio, but I'm kind of thinking this ghost could be Goryo, since the ghost wasn't changing his room or hers for a long time, but on this difficulty, the ghosts do this pretty much all the time. So I'm kind of tempted to think that we are up against Goryo. Yeah, we can test Onryo, but I am not sure I really want to take all these 3 candles into the garage. It's kind of you know, a long way to get to there. Yeah, I probably don't want to... Oh, so he was really? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have, you know, kind of used the second one. So the ghosts kind of switched rooms? It's really strange that the ghost was hunting right behind me. It also seemed the ghost was kind of taking its speed, so it could be Moroi, I think. Also, I don't think that I get... Yeah, I am really terrible at this photo shooting of ghost when it's hunting. I have to be honest with you guys, I had problem with it since the universe started. Yeah. Really, it's so hard for me to take photo of the ghost when it's hunting. There is slightly there is this slight delay when you pull the trigger. Yeah, and it's really hard. So I'm not really kind of sure. I would go with Goryo if the ghost isn't changing its room. I also am not sure what you know, kind of triggered the hunt. It just could be, you know, it could have been, you know, just, you know, the situation. I probably didn't trigger it by anything. Maybe I should try Goryo and go, but I'm really kind of trying to figure out if it's Moroi, because the ghost was really switching speeds. Could it be Obambo though? You know, I really don't know anything about Bambo, I have to be honest with you. But you know what? Right now, we have only one evidence, or not evidence, or you know, quests. I would just, you know, kind of restart it. You know, yesterday I was making promise to myself, and the promise was about, you know, when I kind of don't know which ghost we are up against. Yeah, it was Gayu. Okay, so I haven't slight idea what Gayu does. So yeah. So yesterday I make myself a promise, and the promise was that if I really have no idea, I have zero options that I could try to be able to tell which ghost is up against me, and I kind of find it to be harder than I could manage, then I just gonna you know, run from the game, restart it, and try again. This way I kind of hope to get more enjoyable moments, you know, more contracts to be playing with, and also more experience, because you know, when I start to kind of think things over, you know, when I kind of go into this mode that, okay, the ghost did this, I thought it was that, but it's not, blah, blah, blah. I kind of find it that I usually like go from the right, you know, guess to bad one, to really, really bad one. Yeah, so I don't really wanna kind of like do this. And yeah. Okay, I heard something, definitely. Yeah, so that's why. So I'm just gonna guess and I'm gonna leave to see if I was right or wrong. I get to kind of like stay alive. And yeah, maybe I will, you know, kind of like go back with more experience that I had. And yeah, that would be, I think that would be great, to be honest. I think it would be like much smarter to play this way, just to play it safer. I don't want to say like safe, because, you know, on this difficulty, there is like no guarantee that it will be safe. Since the ghost can hunt, like, you know, right now. Yeah. So, no here then, okay? I heard. It sounded like a closed door. The only ghost that can do that is Yurei. But I see... Yeah. Like, I don't see any really, like, closed doors. Maybe this... I don't know. I also kind of, like, try to watch for... or look for, you know, the bone evidence, which would be also great. Yes, this is what I thought. So, not raid then. Awesome. And not really kinda ghost that would scare you, so I'm not going with demon, oni, banshee, not even Tai right now. So it's, you know, kinda like deduction right from the start. Yeah, Diogen also scares a lot. Also, you know, there is always possibility that we have like passive ghost, which shouldn't be passive. It happens a lot, to be honest. So yeah, let's see if we can get anything. I kinda, you know, I have to be honest with you. I think that I've managed to place the video camera really badly. Really poorly. So yeah, maybe I'm going to move it soon to another room, or just, you know, move it slightly aside. To the right side. Yeah, to the right side, definitely, like, you know, more to the right wall. Yeah. I'm gonna probably see about the temperature over there. No, firstly, I'm gonna take this sound recorder, because we have it in our, like, you know, in our, what's it called? A quest board. Quest board or quest card, you know? Do you remember the Fable game, the first one? There was this voice that was telling you, oh, you have new quest on your quest card. Get back to guild and, you know, do some shit about it. Yeah, that wasn't really like what they said, but I don't know if I closed this door, to be honest. But it seems closed now. I still think it could be Yurei, though. I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm kind of staying here in this protected place by the power of, you know, Cross and Van Helsing, you know, charisma. Yeah, so the ghost is definitely staying in here and trying to boo me. Yeah, so I wouldn't go with Shade. We can try for, you know, Yurei. Georgia Mason. Or Manson. Georgia? Can you do something, Georgia? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Feel free to attack me at any minute. Georgia? No, I wouldn't go with yokai right now. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm used to do this kind of like trap for the ghost. I usually feel much safer. And since the ghost can't like, you know, when the ghost starts hunt, it has like 2 seconds, which can't kill you, which makes the running away much easier. Yeah, kinda, you know, that's from my experience how I play this game, so it kinda like, yeah, works with what I like. Yeah, it. Oh my god, I kinda like, you know, got scared, to be honest. Yeah, shadow ghost. Yeah, since you know, it's not that I, you know, saw. Hold on, I'm gonna go over here. Saw the ghost, but yeah, we've got at least, you know, photo for, you know, $15, which is awesome. Tier bonus like 2. I'm really not sure how the tier bonus is working, to be honest. Maybe let's, you know, ask AI, since I have zero like ability to understand this. How does the tier of the photos work? We will see. So, you know, the AI is saying in Phasmophobia, camera tiers 1, 2, and 3 affect photo quality, cooldown speeds like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second, and the presence of a screen to frame shots directly impacting the ability to take high reward unique photos. Yeah, so unique system. This game focuses on getting unique photos of different evidences types rather than 3-star ratings. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I am really not sure I kinda like get it, but higher tiers makes it easier to get 3-star perfect photos of the ghost or objectives because of the screen and reduced zoom. Okay, so we are basically saying that I was like far away and then I got only like 2-star. You know, I have to kinda like find out if I'm wrong or right. Yeah, but we know for sure that this is no phantom, which I, you know, kinda didn't even like consider it, and you know, phantom and banshee seems to me pretty similar when you get into the house. So yeah, I wouldn't go with that. I'm still kinda thinking about Yurei. Let's see about, you know, our sanity at the moment. It's 54. It's not that low, to be honest, so maybe I'm not gonna roll out. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably go to the kitchen where I belong. No, guys, only joke, right? Only joke. So I'm gonna probably go there and try to see if I can get, you know, any sound recorder. That would be awesome. And we have to go to the basement where is, you know, the fuse box. And let's turn it out. Okay. So it was the ghost who shut the power. Okay. This is like, this really like rarely happens to me, to be honest. Usually it, you know, the power goes down because of, you know, the excessive, you know, lighting on the lights in the house. So it's definitely not Jin though. Okay, good to know. At least I hope so, yeah. All I, like, you guys, I have to be honest with you. All things that I am saying in, you know, in the process of streaming is like based off my, you know, experience or based off something that someone said to me or that I have, you know, of things that I read on the internet. So it can differ, and also it doesn't have to be 100% like accurate. I, you know, I always said that I don't want to like, you know, I don't want you to kind of. Is the ghost hunting or not? Yeah, the ghost was hunting, right? Yeah. I have to be honest with you, I heard nothing. Could it be Myling then? I kind of like heard some things that was like flying around, but I didn't heard the ghost. Only, the only thing, or I knew that the ghost was probably hunting because of the, click of the, door. It was all, that's all. So I would, what I was trying to say is that I don't wanna like, make myself seem to, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't wanna like look like some kind of self-called pro, and I don't even feel that like experience in the game, in this game called, in this specific game. So I am like trying to, guys, kind of explain that, yeah, that I really can, be wrong on some issues, on many issues, to be honest. Yeah, so you guys please kind of like take it into consideration. Yeah, so maybe we can kind of like take a look. It's not Myling. Yeah, so the ghost definitely wasn't Obake. It wasn't definitely Myling though. The ghost was probably like, not Myling. Not Obake, definitely. Not Diane. Not Reve. Not twins. I wouldn't go with Hantu. Yeah, so what do you think, you guys? Could it be like Onryo? %44%. Pooh. Raichu, definitely not Raichu, definitely not Polter. So, that leaves us Mare, Goryo, Galu, Moroi, Obambo. I kind of want to go with Mare, since, yeah, it will be Galu, right? Because I don't really have, experience with Galu that much. Using protective equipment pushes the ghost to become enraged, weakening equipment effects. I don't know how to like, how to like recognize this. Yeah, I have to be honest, this makes, this really confused me how it works. I probably will be kinda like looking into it like, after the stream, because I have really zero idea how to work with this type of ghost. So I didn't get to, take photo of the ghost because I was kind of like concentrating myself on the hunt. So probably try to go with Mare. But I have to be honest with you, I don't really think it's Mare. But since I like got no any ideas, I'm going just, leave and see what it is against us. It was Banshee. Okay, I really have to be honest with you guys. I would have never guessed. Like really, that was like the most, passive kind Banshee that I've, come across, like for not forever, but definitely like today. So yeah, so I have like really like zero idea this is Banshee. And since I have, I am playing, I am like solo player. Yeah. I don't know. I should maybe use, the parabolic microphone thingy to be able to, to try to catch, her, distinct sound. But yeah, I really like had. I have to be honest with you, I am Banshee, right? And I'm kinda like screaming all the time. She? No, she did nothing. She was the laziest Banshee I've ever, not I've ever, but I've like seen for a long time. To be honest. Yeah, so I am also like trying to work on my achievement from Demon, which I don't have. Also my achievement for Banshee, since I'm solo player, I'm not gonna probably like get it. But, a girl can, kinda like dream, right? Yeah, so no bone evidence in here, doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, like the ghost was stalking me. Yeah, that was like pretty clear, but it never for Banshee show itself, the only one time is like really to be honest, it's really not much. Like it's not at all. Like it's almost nothing. She should be doing this more often. But yeah, that's what I loved about this game, that the ghosts aren't like always, behaving the ways they should, which makes the game kinda more like RNG, right? Which is, it can be frustrating, sure, but for me, it's kinda funny, to be honest. Maybe I'm gonna kinda like tweak my strategy here, and I am going to be taking with me the only and mighty parabolic microphone. That's what oh my god, have I tried, have I used 2 piles of salt instead of, oh my god, instead of 1? It was so fast. I have like, yeah, definitely there are like 2 of them. I don't know why. It was kind of like mistake, but it's not raid, so whatever. Yeah. And now I go back for the parabolic microphone. Yeah, it's, the ghost trap, let's call it ghost trap, is right like behind the doors, and it's like on purpose. I am trying to just see how the ghost kind of like moves around the house and, stuff. So yeah. I'm gonna, stay here inside the range of a cross, which I hope would be able to withstand at least 1 to 2 attacks. Yeah, let's see. But I wouldn't go for Banshee. But yeah, I said that like before, right? And I was wrong, so I wouldn't go with Thai, I wouldn't go with Demon. Yeah, let's see. How the ghost is called? Elizabeth Todd. Oh, is it Todd like the frog? No, it's Toad, right? So Todd is okay, I guess. Oh, no! Wait, I wasn't able to, take photo of you. You could have like oh, maybe it could be Banshee again. That would be fun, to be honest. Like, Elizabeth Toad? Elizabeth? Elizabeth, can you show yourself? Elizabeth? Oh my god. I'm kinda... I almost feel like, Will Turner from the, Pirates of the Caribbean. Elizabeth! 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 Yeah, I kinda like felt like it. To be honest. Yeah, so you guys, what are we going to do? This little girl was just, kind of like saying hello and nothing more. Okay, so I thought I heard, the car. I really hate when you kind of like waiting for something, to hear through this equipment, tool, whatever you wanna call it. I like, since I just how can I say it? I have to be honest. I think that I am so quick to get bored. So when I am like staying here and just listen for the sounds, like in a few seconds, I got bored and just just want to do something. Just I'm kind of in my mind, I'm kind of wishing the ghost would do something like really interesting to be like kind of just so I can be kind of like occupied by something else than listening to the parabolic. But yeah, I'm going with Banshee just because she felt the same as the ghost that was like while ago. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the camera with me. We are on a 55%. Okay, so that's like for her it would be like we are safe for now, I think. So what about the quest board? Hello, hi, how are ya? Do you like another investigator? No, I'm solo player, but thank you. Thank you for the offer though. No, I like to play it alone. Like, yeah, I won't get, this achievement for the Banshee, but yeah, it happens sometime. Capture 3 unique videos with a video camera, yeah. Capture photo camera, yeah, not going to happen probably. Yeah, so, since I couldn't just stand there and listen to for the voices the ghost will make, or noises the ghost will make, I'm going to see if we can get a stalking ghost, maybe. I don't know. Let's see for the for the ghost orb, but I really don't think we can get anything. Yeah, so the fuse box is down. I have to kind of like listen for... Oh, okay. For some reason my, smudge stick was switched. I don't know why it switched to another like tool. But it can happen from time to time. Yeah, so maybe I was kind of like replaying the last game we were playing today. I should have been able to tell it's, it's Banshee. Hi! Oi, ghost! Okay, so the hand was too, like, short. So I couldn't kind of like... lure the ghost to me. But I think I will be able to do it, in the next round. Me versus the ghost. Who will win? I think I'm kind of like betting for the ghost, to be honest. Yeah, I would bet like, my whole like, my whole, money or pockets or whatever that the ghost is, going to win this. Yeah. But it's not Diogen. We know that for sure. It's not Diogen. The ghost wasn't really fast, so I wouldn't go with Poltergeist and Raichu. I also really kind of like thinking about yokai, but we weren't able to kind of like make it angry, so the yokai isn't probably an option. I wouldn't go with Moroi, which is great. Yeah. It would be best if the ghost just showed itself and I can take photo of it. I wouldn't go with Hantu then. Twins, Yurei. We'll see. Elizabeth? Elizabeth Todd? Oi. Can you do something? Can you do things? Show yourself? I'm kind of like thinking about the possibility to, turn on the cursed... Oh, objects. Oi, you there! come over here. Ghosty! Like, I've never... Like... Like, I really find that the ghost is like... Could it be yokai though? It seemed to me like it was like really death. Ah, let's try. Let's try yokai, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, 48. I don't know. I'm not sure though. Maybe it was just because the hunt was so short that the ghost like hadn't enough time to get to me. Yeah, it was Banshee. Oh my god, and here is why am I saying that the first guess of mine is always the best guess of mine. Oh, guess. Best guess of mine. Yeah. Usually I do this. I like, you know, the ghost is, behaving in some way, and I kind of like, okay, so I take a guess. I say, okay, so it's Banshee. It could be Banshee. And then I'm starting to kind of like overthink things. And then I decide for another ghost. And you know what? It's the first one. Yeah, it happens to me a lot. But yeah, I don't know what changed my mind right now. But I should go with the guts feeling. I don't know why, like, I'm not doing this. Since it seems that I have, like, pretty... I don't know how to say it, like... Pretty good guess. Maybe I'm just lucky. And I'm not using the luck to my advantage. Which is stupid, to be honest. Right? Which is stupid. It is stupid, right? Yeah, so never mind. We try to, like, do it, like, more... I wanted to say, like, more often. Like, yeah, I'm going to do it, like, more often. So, from now on, when I, think of one ghost, I'll go with the other one. Yeah. It sounds like me, to be honest. Kinda. It sounds like something I would do. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch... turn on the lights and stuff. I'm gonna look if we can find any bone evidence in here. I'm gonna... Yeah, the ghost isn't like... Hold on. April. April, are you in here? April, Mr. Ghosty. April. April Holmes. April Holmes. Is your father's name like Sherlock? Ha ha ha, so funny, I know, but I'm trying to speak to you. Show yourself. Do something. Make a noise. No? Okay, so it seems the ghost isn't reacting to me. It could be because the ghost is in the basement, so... Yeah, that can be, the reason why the ghost isn't, like, really interacting to us. I thought I've heard something. I was wrong, probably. Yeah, I can see, like, nothing, basically. Out of place. I know where the fuse box is, which is always good to know. And I can't seem to find the ghost on the usual places or in the usual places, so let's see in here. Yeah. Well, so let's wait for the ghost to kind of like get more Oh. Yeah. This is what I kind of wanted to, like, hear. So let's see if we can kind of, like, trigger the ghost a little bit. I'm just, going back in here for few things before I do that. Before the ghost is going to kill me. which I assume could be like sooner than later. Yeah, I know that it's like kind of like repetitive since I'm using, you know, these tools like all the time, so we know it's not raid. Yeah, I thought about it, and yeah, it's like not really. Yeah, I don't think it's spirit, to be honest. Also, since it. Ooh. Thank you for turning off the lights for me. So, are you mare then, if you don't like lights so much? Yeah, so let's see if we can kind of like trigger the ghost. April Holmes. Okay. So, April Holmes? Is there any way I can speak with April Holmes? Is April at home? Can I like play with her? Oh no, Oh my god. I just missed such a great opportunity because I thought that we are like, you know, haunted. Yeah, but I definitely heard like this, you know, singing noise. So the ghost kind of like, you know, is reacting to us. That is for sure. I don't know if I can trigger it like again. I won't go for shade because I think this isn't really a shade. What do you think? I would still go with mare. I really, maybe I can try to stay in here and see if the ghost is kind of like, or will be like stalking us. In that way, we could kind of like rule out, you know, the phantom and stuff. Yeah, yeah, we have to use, you know, our firelight. So I am definitely going to make some kind of like ghost trap. I'm going to see if we can get the ghost to kind of like teleport to us, or, you know, do stuff like around us, even if we are not at the ghost room. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Definitely. I don't know if I want to, you know, take the video camera with me, so I'll be probably just taking this, yeah. And maybe we can also take another cross, just to be kind of like sure. Yeah, let's kind of like trap it over here. Shh. Yeah, the ghost is in here. Okay. Nice. How is it called again? April. April Holmes, show yourself. Do something. April Holmes? April Holmes? Hello? Are you in home? Are you in here? Oh, okay, so she closed the door. Yeah, I don't know if it could be like Onryo. Maybe I'm gonna try to kind of like, you know, see if we are up against Onryo, but I don't think we are. I don't really think we are against Onryo. Yeah, we could use parabolic. I have like, you know, zero idea. You know what, guys? I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I have to make a call. So I'm really sorry for that, but it seems to be kind of like urgent. And yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I gonna leave you like hold on, you know, I'm trying to find the notepad in here. Oh, I'm going to use it like this. Yeah, so I really have to like apologize, but I really have to make making a call. Yeah, and heart emoji. Yeah. So, I'm going to be back like in a minute or 2 or 3, but I have to like, you know, really have to make a call. So, I'm going to be back like in a minute. Sorry you guys, I'm back. I'm back. It was not that, you know, it wasn't right like really that call that I was expecting, but yeah. Yeah, all done, all done. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I said before I left, so yeah. We're gonna pretend like I'm here all the time, okay? So, since I'm sitting here all alone, this should be easier than I thought. Yeah. So right now we're gonna try to take a parabolic with us. It was also a hunt already, right? So I still think it's kind of like Mara on something. So yes, let's kind of like wait and see. Wasn't I speaking? Oh, I don't know if it was this game or if it was some other. Okay, so it's not Oni then, but yeah. So does that mean that the ghost is like moving? Yeah. And the ghost is playing with the car again. I just probably gonna wait for a bit. Oh no, I was slow. I really hate when this happens, but also you guys, I'm gonna go with Banshee again. Because it just, is behaving really similar way than the ghost before, and I've, managed to kind of like, how can I say it? I've managed to like screw up, so I'm gonna go with Banshee and just leave. Yeah, since I was like, going for the call, I, had. Yeah, it was Diane. I wouldn't be able to tell if we got to, hand. But whatever. Whatever, you guys, doesn't matter. Right now, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna kind of like do a fresh start, and now I'm going to shine. Or shine. Yeah, maybe not, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, so let's go take this and that. Then I'm gonna to put the motion sensor into that and stuff. Yeah, so I heard that. Yes, I heard that also. I think the ghost is somewhere around, here. I wouldn't really say it's in the boys' room, but somewhere around there. Maybe in a foyer. What do we have on here? Yeah. So we're gonna use the parabolic thingy and see if we can do something like, with that. How is it called? Sandra Kerry. Awesome. Sandra? Sandra, are you in here? Hey. Yeah, it's so, quiet in here. It doesn't seem that a ghost is somewhere like in here. But I definitely heard something before. So I'm gonna, kind of like assume it's not Thai. Since Thai is like the ghost that, is known for, really like early hunts. Usually. Yeah. Also, you guys, we are like streaming for an hour already. I have to kind of like end today the stream like after 11 a.m. here, in Central Europe. So I'm gonna, have to kind of like be aware of the time. Be aware of the time. It sounded almost like some kind of curse, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Banshee. And I've detected something. I don't even know what I detected. Like, I heard nothing, basically. But whatever. Let's go back for the video... Oh, no, video camera. For the camera. And yeah. From then, we will see what we get. Yes, sanity below 25%. There is, like, really good, you know, how can I say it? Really good side quest, to be honest. You can get it. You just wait in the house and you get it. So the car was like going off, right? So maybe I should check in here. 6.1. That is like really high temperature. I'm kinda, you know, seeing or trying to, you know, see if we can get to freezing. But yeah, we probably won't see freezing. Like, really? Was the ghost turning it on purpose? Yeah, it seems so. What about little game we shall play? Sandra? Are you in here? Sandra Carey? Can you show yourself? Oi, you ghost, show yourself. I really need a photo of you. Yeah, what about if we are alone in the dark? Sandra? Sandra Carey, are you in here? Show yourself, don't kill me. Hey. No? No answer, no nothing? No ghosty? Okay, so you are not yokai, right? Well, please don't tell me you're not yokai. If this would be yokai, then I'll probably am a mule. Oh, no! Oh my god! I messed up again. You know, the worst thing for me while playing Phasmophobia is taking photo of the ghosts. I just, you know, can't seem to do it. It doesn't matter how long I am playing this game, I suck at it. Like every time. When the ghost finally shows itself, I just, you know, you know, it takes times when... Oh, now? I kinda really got scared, to be honest. Yeah, but I had like zero time to, you know, kinda like, you know... It was exactly like I was, you know, trying to explain. When the ghost shows itself, you know, when you have this stupid delay before you can like switch to the right equipment, yeah, the ghost definitely like disappears. Or when I... Where are you, you stupid ghost? You see what I'm Oh no. I am dead. That was like really mean, to be honest. But yeah, I deserve that. I definitely like deserved that. Maybe it was like Mare. I don't think it was yokai. But what I trying to say was that there is like slight delay before you switch to the right equipment, and when you do, I can't like do... It was raid? What kind of raid isn't teleporting to you? Like, what kind of raid is that? What kind of raid do that? Like, really? Hello? Yeah, today seems like real weird day for playing Phasmophobia, since the ghosts aren't like even trying to play by the rules and, you know, behave the way they should. Like, not like raid that is sitting inside a garage and do nothing. Or Banshee that like don't scare you. Yeah, today is really like interesting day to be playing. Definitely. Yeah, so whatever. Let's go. You know, let's just do that stuff we are like used to do. Yeah, it can happen. But would it be fun if the ghosts weren't doing this though? I don't think so. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna, you know... Oh, I am out of here. So either you are demon. Oh my god, if it was demon and was using its ability and I just... Oh no. Oh no, I really hope that this was Psy and not demon. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Oh no. Oh no. If this was... No. No, 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 no. I have to see. I have to know. Was it... Please. Please, I really hope it was Psy and not demon. Let's see. Let's see. I'll, explain in a minute. Wait, please. Oh no. Oh no! It really was a demon! I was really, like, kinda hoping that I was wrong. So I go with Thai, or went with Thai. Yeah, what I was oh my god, I could have, I could have, like, completed an achievement. No! It was the first time ever I see, demon use its ability right from the start. And I have this stupid cross in my hand that I, like, almost never use. Oh no, that is so bad. Oh no, it will never happen again, probably. Oh my god. Like, there are only 2 achievements that I didn't get. One, the Banshee with multiplayer, which is like, yeah, I play solo. But the second one is the demon's ability right, under the minute of playing game. I could have, I could have it. Like, oh my god, you guys, I am so sad right now. I was so, kind of like hoping... Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sad now. No, I really, like, I am not really, like, sad, but it really sucks, to be honest, because, this kind of, oh my god, this kind of thing will probably, like, never happen to me again. Yeah, I don't even know why I was, taking this cross with me. Usually I'm not taking it, because this can happen and I really wanted the achievement. But yeah, my mistake. Oh, it's so sad. Oh. Well, never mind. Shit happens. It happened. It's in the past. I can't do anything with it right now, so... Yeah, I'm not going to take the cross with me right now. Oh my god. No, it's in the past. Yeah. Maybe maybe it will happen sometime soon. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I won't be stupid enough to, take the cross with me. But yeah. It was like, to be honest, it is like really smart choice to be, taking the cross with you inside the house and you're playing like higher difficulty. Yeah, it's really smart. It can save you. You saw it like on your own eyes right now. But when you are trying to achieve something, yeah, it's not that smart. Whatever. Some other time though. So the ghost is staying over here. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this cross over here. Cause, the minute is out of question now. So it's not great. Yeah, that much I kinda like expected. And I'll be putting one salt over here. It is really a shame that you can't like take a photo of the salt anymore. It used to be my favorite, income of the game. Let's see if we can get ourselves a video camera recordings. Guys, I was kind of thinking maybe when the new The Sims 4, you know, DLC comes out, that we can be playing, you know, some The Sims 4. You know, in my mind, I have all, you know, really like great ideas how to make hell of The Sims 4 lives. You know, like of sim. I don't know how you call it. How do you call the, you know, Sims, like the people in the game? Do you call it like Sims or? I'll still try to, you know, take photo. Yeah. A girl can hope, right? I don't know if the doors just closed. Not sure about that. What we are up against? Dave Dixon. Okay. Yeah. So, not Demon, not Ty, not Raid. How is the time, you guys? 1:21. Okay. Crucifix and yeah. That is like not really too hard to make or manage. Maybe we can take the recorder with us also. And I'll probably wait for the hunt and see what ghost is up against us. Oh no, I'm gonna take this one. I changed my mind. And I kind of hope it's for the better. So you are here. Yeah, let's take the photo of the interaction as well. At least we've got something. So, the ghost is over here, and I am gonna go over there to kinda like see if the ghost will move with me. Or if the ghost is going to stay where it is right now. Yeah, so that was a long sigh. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, so right now we're gonna wait for the hunt. Maybe we can try to kind of like trigger the ghost. Dave Dixon. Is here Dave Dixon? Is he home? Dave? Dave? Dave Dixon? Dave? Turn on the light. Yeah, so he's in here. So that is his room. Yeah, so it seems that Dave over there isn't really like, you know, stalking type of ghost, which will probably like makes the guess much easier. At least I hope so. Yeah, so I wouldn't go with Banshee and Diane for now. I wouldn't go with Phantom. But yeah, we can like I can definitely be like wrong. You know that. Well, let's see. I wouldn't go really with Oni, to be honest. Yeah, let's wait. Let's just wait, and maybe I'm gonna go and try to listen for any sounds or some leads. Yeah. So, how are you guys? How are you doing today? I hope that you are doing great. Yeah. And I have to be honest with you, when I don't know what to, you know, what am I supposed to be talking about, I just go with, so how are you today, guys? You know, it kinda is sad that I'm like speaking to myself at the moment, but like I'm still doing it when I'm like not streaming, so whatever. Also, you never know when someone goes, you know, or stops by. Oh. Okay, that was such a nice voice, to be honest. Yeah. So, It doesn't sound like Banshee, right? It could be man Banshee. You never know, you guys. You never know. Yeah. But what type of guy? Oh, what type of guy? I don't want to know what type of guy is that. I kind of want to know what type of ghost is that. That is. It could be Myling, though. Let's see. I wouldn't go with yokai because, you know, the ghost had like opportunity to kill me when I was standing inside its room and was screaming its name, his name. So yeah. Do you think we are up against Yuri? I've heard... No. I thought that I've heard, you know, door closing. But... it must have been my imagination, as the Skyrim guard said. Yeah, let's see if we can kind of like see any ghost orb in here. No, not at all. Not ghost orb at all. Yeah, so I have to be honest with you guys. This is like really lenient ghost. It does practically nothing. Could it be shade though? Ooh, maybe. You know, my sanity isn't dropping at all. Hold on. I'm gonna try to see what kind of ghost drops sanity, like really, like, it, like, isn't dropping sanity at all. You know, I'm really to start like thinking and really, I am really like suspecting this ghost to be shade, to be honest. Like, it does almost like nothing when I am, you know, nearby. And the sanity is like almost like not dropping, even though we have drains, you know, we have sanity drain over like on, you know, 200%. So since it's really like the game is like really kind of like stretching, I'm gonna go with shade and we'll see. Maybe I was wrong, but I want to just, you know, see it for myself. It was spirit. Oh my god. It wasn't much like spirit-like. But never mind. Never mind at all. So yeah, so it was not a shade. You know, with this kind of like play, I know that like I assume that it's not fun for you since like there is like no one in here. But I have to be honest with you, this kind of gameplay, at least for me, makes how to say, I am kind of like experimenting with the gameplay and I'm trying to find... Oh, no. I'm trying to kind of like find a kind of like different, you know, clues or hints that many players kind of like, you know, overseas. And you know, it can be really like helpful when you play, you know, really like not for the fun, but you know, for like, you know, more like how can I say it? I don't know. If you are playing like for the you know score, then yeah, then it can help you. But I usually like to play for getting like experience, for farming experience, farming aura. No. Yeah, but I think that you know what I want to like tell, what I'm trying to tell. It's more about the things that the ghosts do or won't do at all, and less like I just want to, you know, guess the correct ghost, and I want to like brag about it, and I want to like say my friends that I am the best ghost hunter ever out there. Yeah, it's not it's not like that for me, to be honest. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I'm like really happy when I get the streak, and you know, just the ghosts are, you know, really recognizable and easy to read, and yeah, I enjoy that. I wouldn't like. I don't want to be lying. I enjoy that, but also, you know, I find myself to be playing on more for like, you know, for just a little bit more than to be able to kind of like say, yeah, we got that. I just want to know that I am able to, you know, gather more info, since there's like so many. Oh, the go, you know, the light was flickering. Yeah, but I see I see no ghost room. Okay, so the ghost is definitely in here. I wouldn't kinda guess it could be like oh, maybe it was raid, to be honest. Maybe it was a raid. I am suspecting that the ghost was trying to kinda like teleport to me, and it didn't work out. Yeah, I could have, you know, I could have completed the one quest over here. Yeah, so you guys, what do we do now? Am I like, do I try to like do it again and see if the ghost is really raid? Or yeah, I'll go with raid, to be honest. I'll go with raid. Maybe I will switch map, cause the Tanglewood is getting like, you know, how to say, it's not that it's boring. I didn't mean to say that. It was demon. Yeah, it was my second guess, to be honest. I went with raid because the salt. Yeah, but it is true that, yeah. Okay, I messed up. Doesn't matter. I would go with different, you know, map right now, because just, you know, the Tanglewood is like really replayable. Oh no, replayable. I'm sorry. It is kind of like, you know, starting to get boring. Yeah. Okay, so I tried to, you know, learn at which sanity rate should be like hunting, and it confirms what I thought, that the rate is, you know, starting hunt usually under like 50 or at the 50 sanity or 50% sanity or less. So yeah, I should have take that into consideration the last game. Yeah, and I didn't. It was a rookie mistake, to be honest, and I failed. I failed, you guys. I did wrong. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Yeah, I also am playing Phasmophobia like for every day right now, so it could be also me kinda like getting not bored at all, but kinda like tired of the game in a way. So maybe I should switch games, yes, you know, tomorrow. I was thinking about something. I was kind of like thinking about Resident Evil Village, since we gonna get Resident Evil soon. Or I was thinking about, you know, Welcome to the Game, the second or the first game. Since we gonna get the, you know, third for third game soon. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna go with Village. so I can show you kind of like how I play it, how I enjoy it. And it's up to you if you find it like to be enjoyable or not. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Or maybe, oh, we should also kind of like use some mods, some funny mods. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh, I'll see about, you know, it depends really on my mood. Also, what I'm going to play. Or we could, you know, or we could like play some game where we can like together build something bigger. Or maybe I'm gonna play Cult of the Lamb since we've got Twitch, and you know this game has like really great Twitch is it integration? Or is it interaction? No, I think it's integration. Yeah, I think it is. So, yeah, you guys, we can definitely be doing that. So I'll see. Tomorrow is tomorrow, so right now I'm not going to concern myself with what is to come right now. Yeah? You know, I don't know which time is it at your place, but here there is like 5 minutes before, you know, 11 a.m. So, oh, it's not right then. So it means that we have like so much time before, you know, we reach like the other day. Yeah, also I have plans for today. That's why I am like, you know, I'm not gonna be streaming for 3 hours like, you know, usually I do. I have to do some work, and also I am going to go to the cinema for, you know, the third The Lord of the Rings movie, The Return of the King, I believe it's called in English. Yeah, so I have to be like really like prepared. I also have to feed the animals, and yeah, there's going to be much to do. So yeah, that's why. I was kind of like used to streaming, you know, for 8 to 12 hours. I already said that, but maybe someone is new in here, so doesn't know. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. And yeah, so... Okay, so not you. It's not you, Ray. And yeah, we have fuse box in here. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to also like feed the animals and stuff. So, you know, the uncut version of the Lord of the Rings is really, really like long, and it's really intense. I've never been, you know, in the cinema like, you know, for 3 days, not straight, but how can I say that? Like, you know, for 3 days, I was every day, you know, going to the cinema, which is really I usually go to the cinema like once in a, I don't know, year, 2, 3. It does matter, but you know, it depends on what movies are, you know, at the cinema. So I'm not going like I'm not, you know, like regular visitor of cinema. So it is really like great. Or it is really like big thing for me, to be honest. And yeah, I have to say that it's really like it kind of gets like really like tiresome. I've never could have like imagined that like something like going to the movies can drain you, but really it really can. You know, all this, you know, I don't know how it's called in English. So all this like sounds and visual effects, and you know, all these people that are like basically around you, since I'm like introverted person, so it really drains me as it is, you know. Yeah, I was really surprised on... Hold on, you guys. I don't know if yeah, I get that. Yeah, so I have to be honest with you, it really is tiring, but it's so nice. This is like the first time I've seen the uncut version of this movie, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it a lot, to be honest. Yeah, I don't even know why I took this when I should be using this, you know, camera, photo camera with me. Or yeah. I want to try take photo of this. Oh no. Of this sensor thingy. Okay, now this went really well. Yeah, but I can see the ghost, so it's not phantom. That's for sure. But the ghost is kind of trying to like scare me, so it could be definitely Banshee. I'm gonna go for the parabolic microphone and see what I can do about it. Like right now we are playing for an hour and, you know, I don't know how to say, like 45 minutes. You know, I know that if you have like 30 minutes, it's a half an hour, but I don't know how it's called when you have like 45 minutes of hour. So I'm sorry, you guys. I don't even know how to say 15 minutes. Is it quarter? I think it's quarter. But I don't know if I'm using it right though. I may be using it all wrong. Also, I haven't like said, you know, when I'm going to, you know, to see the movie, it's all, you know, it's English dubbing, like it's the original like voice, you know, like, is it voice stop? No, you know, it's like in the original like dubbing. So and without subtitles, so it's really, I'm really happy to say that I you know, I was able to like, you know, understand it, since, you know, it's a really big deal for me. I kind of, you know, was worried that I won't be able to understand anything. So yeah, I'm happy about it, and I kind of wanted to like tell you, you know, since. Oh no! What did I just? Oh my god! Let's take the other one. Oh no! You know, smudge stick. You can have only 4 of them, so it's not great if you kind of like burn them before you even go into the house. Yeah, it was stupid of me. Okay, so there is like 15. That means that the ghost room isn't in here. Maybe it's here? No. So it means that the ghost kind of like was stalking us. So it could really be Banshee. Also, Diane seems to do these kind of things. Let's see where the ghost is kind of like, you know, staying. Oh, I thought it was in the garage. So, is the ghost on the other side of the house? I don't really think it will be in here. Or in here. Or in here. Yes! I was, you know, 2 days ago I was talking about this pile of crap that I, you know, was hiding myself behind. Or I was hiding behind. But I wasn't sure if I was like... Ooh, so the ghost is... Yeah, so the ghost kind of like changes, you know... I'm really sorry, you guys. I'm just thinking about what the ghost does right now. I wanted to say what the gas. I don't even know. I only know the gas, like gas station, like, you know, gas, like the fuel. Yeah, I don't think it's yokai. I don't really think it's yokai. And I don't really think that I should be staying in the, you know, in the room with the ghost. I probably should wait for the hunt though. Yes, something is happening over here. Can I, like, hide in here when the ghost is, like, behind me? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was spirit again. Oh no. I kinda messed up. I don't know if I was about to go, like... I have no... you guys, I don't know if I was about to, you know, die. But... I've... You know, it was kind of like a reflex. I couldn't, like, really... you know... It was a reflex. I didn't mean it. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just, you know, flick of my finger on my mouse, so... yes, so... this could definitely be Banshee. And you know what, guys? I would probably go with the Banshee, and I think that I'm going to leave it as it is. And we gonna see each other. we gonna see... we gonna... And it was smiling. Oh, it was... yeah, it's true that it was kind of like quiet, but since I was a little like close to the ghost, I wasn't really able to tell it. Yeah. I think that I kind of was like distracted, to be honest, also. So yeah. So, you guys, I am going to stop the stream for today, and I have to say that I quite enjoyed it. I also feel like I am a little bit distracted. Sometimes it is, you know, sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes it gets, you know, like better. I can feel when I have like enough, and enough is enough, and I feel that is like now. Sometimes it happens. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I think that everyone has this kind of like, you know. I don't even know if it's mood or if it's like maybe like energy loss or something, but since it's really like past 11, 7 past 11, am I saying it right? Like 11 and 7 minutes, 11 hours and 7 minutes a.m. Yeah, so I'm going to probably go and feed the animals and do some work, so I would be able to, you know, go to the movies later in the day. So, we're gonna see each other, you know, tomorrow, and for now, I am considering to play something. You know, I was kind of thinking about Palworld or something. That's the game that I was trying to play or wanting to, you know, be able to play like for a long time. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna come out with something. Don't worry about it. I'll think about something. Also, I was considering maybe doing some shorts of the stream. I don't know. So yeah, any ideas of you know, of you guys is like, it would be really great. Maybe I'm gonna play Elden Ring. I don't know, but I would be so screaming probably. Maybe I could play Elden Ring. We'll see. Yeah, so love you guys. Thank you for stopping by, even if it's like 40 seconds, which usually it is. So I'm really thankful even for that. You were awesome. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, you guys. Bye. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape. 僕をダメなやつと